I also teach in the university.
Okay, nice.
So maybe wondering what am I doing this? What am I doing this?
Yeah,
And now,
like on the surface, at least, it sounds like you. That sounds all pretty good.
from the surface, but the underlying or what's underneath that surface is another issue, which is something that I don't share to other people, and I don't really say I don't really put it up publicly.
Hmm.
I tend to every issue or everything that is personal to me, I always keep it to myself. So that is why I think I can say that if maybe I can start sharing. To put it simply, I'm broke, or I'm broken inside, so much broken inside that I haven't told anyone or someone else about this, because my personality isn't about that.
Hmm.
That's why somehow that this issue has been it's been bothering me for this past several months, and somehow I cannot move on. Uh, I've mentioned in the email, or in the during the registration phase, that my issue was about my previous relationship, and
Mm-hmm.
of course financial. Although the financial aspect, somehow that is something that I can deal with. I've been uh, I've been in that situation before, and I have already I'm and I had managed to get out of it. Although this time was say I'm in the rut again for some unavoidable reason. But what I couldn't somehow carry is this burden regarding my past relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, what happened?
I was in a relationship before, uh, although it was a long distance relationship. We have been in this relationship for almost 5 years. We have become a couple way back in July 2020. But one of the main reasons why she broke up with me was, I think she cannot see a future with me.
Hmm.
Cannot see a future with me. Was for more than 4 years we haven't seen each other physically. Although we regularly chat and talk to each other via video call or through chat through messenger. But somehow, of course, there would come a time that all of this would turn into a head. Ever since she broke up with me last December, it was this weighed so heavily to me. This weighed so heavily into me.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten through it ever since. I thought I could somehow move on after 3 4 months, but 7 months after, the weight was still heavy, because I was already looking forward to the future with her, since my age. Uh, I was already, or I have been. Let's say she was already, I have already considered her as a lifetime partner already.
Mm.
And somehow when he broke this, when he broke up, when she broke up with me, it's like a boulder that came crashing down. That somehow the pain is still there.
Yeah, they can take a long time to get over these things.
Tried reading things about this. Normally, this thing would naturally go away
Hmm.
within 3 4 months. But uh, since our relationship was more than 4 years, should have been 5 years already. Have been also advised that by someone close to me that if this was the case, then it would take longer to be able to move on.
Mm.
I can deal with other problems, even seemingly insurmountable problems, but regarding regarding romantic relationships, this I can say my weakness.
Yeah, you mentioned you were in a long distance relationship. Did she live very far away, or how did that go?
She's not really that far, but because the Philippines is not that really a big country.
Hmm.
If I live in, let's say I live in the northern part of the Philippines, while she lives down south,
Hmm.
about 1,000 kilometers away. But my financial situation have somehow prevented me from being able to see her physically.
Hmm.
I haven't yet mentioned that I have a daughter, a 13-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. That relationship was also very painful. But when I got to know her, somehow I consider her an angel that came, came into the darkness with a light. That is how I was able to rebound from that my previous relationship with my daughter's mother.
Hmm.
And because of that, I regarded my current ex, as the one I should be I should is the as the one I see having a future with. That is how I perceived her. I was already looking forward to a lifetime with her. Then all of a sudden, she broke off the relationship. And then ever since, all my entire world came crashing down.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, it sounds like she was really important to you.
she
Hmm.
was, and she is still.
Hmm.
She is still. Even my closest friends, I haven't shared this. I think this is the first time that I am sharing
Mm.
this to someone like you.
Yeah.
This would be the first time.
And how does
If
it feel to share this for the first time?
I mean, it is like a weight that I had to unburden
Mm.
myself of, and having someone like you to share this already solves half of the problem.
Mm.
To me, it's a big deal, really big deal. That is why I was looking forward to this.
Yeah, it does sound like at least one part, right? The whole career part is fulfilling and gives meaning to
It's
you.
really fulfilling. It's really fulfilling because it gives you some purpose. Eh. I don't see it as a job, but something that adds purpose to my life.
Hmm.
And then the romantic aspect would somehow complete that picture.
Mm.
And then as I mentioned before, it all came crashing down,
Mm.
so to speak. Uh, we're still my current ex. We're still friends in Facebook, by
Mhm.
the way. So I'm not sure if what that means, but to uh, to think about it really,
Mm.
I don't want to put any meaning on it. Just want to move on with my life, just for the sake of my daughter.
Mm.
By the way, my daughter's not with me. She's with her mother. Her mother, my previous or my other ex,
Mhm.
is now engaged to a different partner. She has just delivered a new baby through that partner already.
Mhm.
Uh, she came from she came from abroad and had just recently come home this February of this year. So that's why my daughter is right now, she's with my other ex.
And how does that make you
But
feel?
well, that is another issue altogether because somehow this other ex of mine still have. I can still she has a grudge. She still has this grudge over me. I could still feel it because I'm having a hard time trying to gain custody of my daughter
Mm.
ever since she came home. But having mentioned this problem with my current ex, I just don't want to deal with it. Really, it's just another burden that I will have to carry if I would be dealing with it, which is totally unnecessary.
And
Uh,
which burden do you then mean specifically?
this uh, the my my breakup with my current ex.
Mhm.
I have been uh, I have been somehow my sister-in-law tried convincing me going back to my daughter's mother, but I have I've already somehow made up my mind that I don't have any intention of going back to my other ex because that was already a phase of my life that was already over.
Mhm.
So that phase was just another darkness. Actually, it is a much more traumatic event for me than the current one that I'm burdened with. Because my daughter's when I was still with my daughter's mother, when we were still together, uh, she cheated with me, and she cheated with someone else, and I only knew about that after almost a year,
Mm.
despite the fact that she was still living with me. That is how gullible I was when I was still with her, because I trusted her with all my life. And then came this current ex, who somehow, because of her, I was able to get over my other ex.
Mm.
And for that, I was so thankful about that. That to a point that I was already looking forward to a life with her. And then this breakup came. So it has been difficult ever since.
Mm. So if I understand correctly, you had a daughter with in your older relationship, and then you
Yes.
guys broke up primarily because she cheated on you,
Yes.
and then yeah, you, I guess, found a lot of healing and support in your last relationship, and it makes you extra
Yes.
upset then that now that is over.
That is really that has been bugging me really
Mm,
ever since. I thought I could get over with it after months, but somehow 7 months later, the feeling's still there. Well, to be frank, I still love her. That is
mm,
how I put it.
mm-hmm,
So somehow, I just went through with the getting to know stage with my current ex, just to entertain myself.
mm,
That is how I put it.
mm-hmm,
But after a few weeks, it blossomed into something else, blossomed into something romantic. And then the rest is what they say is history.
mm-hmm,
And then she's a very loving type of person that, despite of her financial difficulties as well on her part, she was still able to shower me with gifts regularly.
mm,
I think every 3 4 months she would send me the essentials, send me the items that I would need. By the way, I'm a psoriasis sufferer,
mm-hmm,
and most of the time she would support me by buying topical medicines for my chronic sickness. And this is how our relationship got deeper because of that. She really showed her affection through
mm,
this through these activities. She was really different from my other past relationships because despite of her despite of her financial difficulties, she was still able to support me.
mm. Yeah, that sounds really nice indeed.
It, wa- it is.
And if I may ask, like, is it clear for you why she ended the relationship, or what caused that?
Uh, I think that this is where my financial difficulty comes in. To tell you frankly, being or teaching in the university is not that financially rewarding
Mm,
because
mm.
it is one of the lowest paying jobs here in the Philippines, teaching in the academy, being a teacher.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think it is also an issue in the United States, but compared here, uh, in my previous employer, a security guard would have a much higher salary than my basic salary. To
Okay,
put it simply,
that's
that is
crazy.
that is how low it is.
I think in
So
a lot of parts of the world, it's very prestigious to teach at the university,
yes,
and pays usually quite well.
yes, very. But the only thing that uh, makes it prestigious is the title.
Mm,
Don't ask about the salary. So, somehow I find teaching as a very fulfilling profession or vocation
mm-hmm,
because you get to see your students become one of us, become a professional just like me. And for that it becomes spiritually gratifying. That is the only reward that I see about my work.
Yeah, so
And
you really enjoy it, but you feel the, yeah, because it doesn't pay well, that had a negative impact on your relationship.
yes, that is the downside. And of course, something like this would put a strain in our relations has put a strain in our relationship. Eventually, it could
And how would that show itself in a relationship? The financial problems.
my ex was very patient, to be frank. Somehow people would there would come a time there will come a time that people will have their limits, and that is how it went.
Mm,
She can't see herself being placed in a situation that would involve difficulty in gaining difficulty in the financial aspect, because I forgot to tell you that this current ex of mine is still legally married.
mhm,
But 5 years prior, before we got to know each other, her husband left her for another woman. That is how we got so close, because our predicament was almost similar.
mm,
She got cheated on, I got cheated on, and then we had the same fate somehow. And that
yeah.
is how we got so close. What's ironic about his husband cheating with someone, this someone that his husband cheated with was my distant relative.
Okay.
It was a distant family member.
Mm. It's all connected somehow.
Yes, every time I'm alone or I'm not doing any work, my thinking reverts to her, and then I would somehow reminisce times that we've been together, although it was just a long distance relationship.
Mm.
And most of the time, it was also about regret.
And what have
Um,
the last few months looked like for you? Do you still have any contact or no contact at all anymore?
it was miserable, really.
Mm,
And to be honest, I don't like. I don't want to initiate contact to her.
mhm,
I don't want to initiate contact with her because I just don't know how to begin a conversation with her after this. Having known her this past 4 years of our relationship, when she breaks off a relationship, she never looks back. She never looks back. Actually, this is our second time to break off.
mm,
Somehow it became permanent already. Way back in 2021, she broke because I was so hard, I was so hard on her. One of her complaints was I tried to treat her like my older ex. That is how she describes it.
mhm,
But after 3 months of trying to convince her, we came back together again. But this is way different because 7 months already, uh, nothing has changed.
mm,
It's a status quo. Although I'm still hoping in the near future that I could still get a shot,
mm,
because I see her really as my future partner. I'm already at a stage that I don't like meeting someone new, because I'm not that person. I don't actively look for a new relationship. Just want to get by each day. She was my she was my last chance. That is how I want to put it. She was my last chance at life, because I've been to many failed relationships. She was the perfect one. What they call the one that got away.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that's how we describe it.
Yeah, you mentioned all this time you didn't really share this with anyone, right?
Yes, even to my brothers. Although I mentioned this to my other brother, but not this intense and deep.
Mm. Do you feel that could help to share it with more people?
It would be better. It would be great, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to share it to many people. But just one, maybe to
Mm-hmm.
someone who would really only listen to me. Just don't want to. Of course, being being a man, we tend to keep it within ourselves, and sharing it to someone because of that. Sharing it to someone becomes a fear because you're afraid that you will be judged by this someone that you're sharing with.
Mm.
Those are one of the fears, most especially here in our country. People or men sharing problems like this are judged as weak persons.
Mm.
Which to me, that is why some people or most men would even think about suicide. Although I'm not that. Although to be thankful, I'm not that person who is suicidal enough.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see uh, I see sharing your problems as part of the solution. If it's not the overall, if it's not the total solution.
Yeah, I hope indeed it can be a little bit helpful to, like you mentioned, share what's on your mind for so many months.
Yeah, I have carried this for so many months.
Mm.
I don't want to carry this for a year or two. I don't want that.
Mm.
Just want to move on with my life.
Yeah.
But I'm still hopeful that I can get a shot with her,
Mm.
a shot at a chance to be with her. Uh, Another reason why I'm not actively looking for a new relationship because it would be unfair to the other person because I would be looking for the qualities of my current ex to this new person, and that would be unfair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that person who wants to be in that situation. It will only hurt someone else.
Mm.
So sharing this is one way of trying to cope up with this burden, this I don't know how to call it, but somehow I'm thankful that to have come across your platform. For that, I'm oh god, just really thankful.
Yeah, no worries. That's what I'm trying to do indeed to, yeah, just be there for people.
We don't get much support groups like this here in our country because people are expected to cope up with their problems by sharing it with their family.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't I don't ju- I, But my personality is otherwise. I'm a person who keeps anything that is uh, weighing heavily on myself. I never really share it to other people
Mm.
because that is me. That's what I am.
Yeah, that because you mentioned that in the Philippines it's not so common, especially for men to talk about their emotions or
Yes,
how they're feeling.
yes. They perceive men who open up with their problems as weak.
Mm.
That's how they perceive. Or the event that someone is able to share their problems, these people who share their problems are being judged negatively.
Hmm.
So in the end, they won't be able to share this to other people. And then they just keep it within themselves, and then they'd be surprised that this man or this guy who's having issues within himself would commit suicide
Mm.
because he has no outlet.
And as you
I
mentioned, do
think
you
it's,
feel like you can share this at least in some sense with your brother or with your brother or other people around you?
I could somehow, but these brothers of mine are also career-oriented people.
Hmm.
That's why I cannot really. But I'm trying. But I'm trying. Uh, Somehow, if I couldn't share it with other people, having my daughter with me is already enough.
Mm.
Having to take care of my daughter is already something I always look forward to.
Mm.
Keeps me busy. Keeps my mind uh, preoccupied with her. I always hate being alone. That
Mm.
is another way that is my that is what have been bugging me for the past 7 months.
Mm.
I think this will continue, but I'm hoping that this will everything will be okay.
Yeah, because how do you see the next few months? Like you mentioned, like you kind of hope to still get back in the relationship, or do you also, yeah, how do you look
No,
at that?
I just want to, for the time being, I just want to focus on myself. I have to
Hmm.
take care of myself. I don't want, to be frank, I don't want to look for another relationship because, as I've said, it would just be unfair to the other person.
Hmm.
I would be looking for my excess qualities in another person, which is quite impossible.
Mm.
Because every person is unique. Every person is one of a kind. You cannot find that person in another person.
Yeah, like you
Everything
mentioned,
is
it's not always fun to be alone, especially not when you go through a difficult time. But it can be good also to heal and try to figure things out for
yes,
yourself.
yes. But it would be better if I can have my daughter regularly.
Mm.
She's my world.
How often do you currently see your daughter?
The last time I saw her was 2 weeks ago. Uh, and I'm starting to see behavioral changes in her, which also bothers me because being away from me also contributes to her personality changes.
Mm.
And I hate seeing that, really. I hate seeing my daughter change from a very sweet person into a different personality.
Mm.
It's a very sweet girl, but for the past several months that she has been away, somehow her personality has begun changing because maybe she's maturing into a teenager. I have to acknowledge that, but what is significant to her personality changes is that she's away from me. Ah,
Mm,
daughters need their fathers.
mm,
Firmly believe in that because their fathers become their benchmark when the time for them to search for a relationship. That is what I did most of my life
mm.
dealing with this.
Yeah.
The financial aspect, although it really bothers me, but I can deal with that really.
Mm,
Because I've in the past, I've managed to deal with that.
mm.
I've managed to beat all those issues. It was just really, it was real. How can I describe this? But it's like a planet size, a planet size of problems came crashing down on. That is how I would like to describe it. Money is not really that an issue because money can be found, but this problem with my ex,
Mhm.
this pain that I'm feeling after my ex broke up with me, and then my difficulty in gaining custody of my daughter. This is
Yeah.
another thing.
Mm,
It's a different problem altogether.
mm,
And I'm very thankful for this.
mm.
By the
Yeah,
way,
like
what's your name?
Seb.
Seb. Right, Seb. Thank you, Seb. Thank you, Seb.
Yeah, very welcome. Yeah, as I mentioned, like of course I'm not a therapist, and maybe in your situation it's still good to talk to a therapist and yeah, to see what they say. But I hope that also just
And then
like sharing your yeah, what you're going through. I hope that can be at least somewhat helpful as well.
um, I think another reason why I tried this out because I once I'm not sure if I saw this in a movie. Sometimes, as I quote, sometimes a stranger would be a better help than a friend because friends sometimes tend to be judgmental. Friends tend to be perceive you in a negative light, but strangers, since they have no prior familiarity with you, they tend to be empathic empathic to you. That
Mm.
is how this. And I forgot the movie. I forgot which movie this is, but
Yeah, that's very well said.
finding
Yeah.
finding finding fulfillment or solutions or advice can
Hmm.
be taken from strangers.
Mm.
That is that is what that is why I tried this out, this platform of yours, and I'm again thankful for this.
Yeah, of course.
It was really somehow it was really fulfilling. Really, thank you, really.
Yeah, and I wish you well,
So
man. I hope it works out with the custody and that you can see your daughter more often.
yes, and I think I will be able to do that. I will
Mm.
be able to do that.
Mm.
Anyway, thank you, Seb. Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
See you. Nice meeting you too. See you. See you. Hopefully to see you again soon.
Yeah, hope so too.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye. All I want is some human connection, a smile, a hug, just a little affection. 'Cause being lonely gets lonely in the dark, in the darkness. 'Cause being lonely gets lonely way past the point. of catharsis.